What is up team, and welcome to episode 1 of Tank Academy. Today's topic is about Shirk. We'll be covering how to tank swap with Shirk, how to use Shirk as an off tank, why we use it as tanks, and the end goals of this episode are to give you a fundamental understanding of how to use Shirk and why it is used. So we know that Shirk diverts 25% of your own aggro to the target. However, I still see a lot of tanks not utilising it, and the ones who do sometimes use it in the incorrect way. It's important to remember that the whole point of Shirk is to increase the damage of both tanks by allowing them to remain in damage stance and keep aggro generating combos to a minimum, which are less potency. So let's look at the tank swap Shirk rotation, the simpler of the two versions we'll be covering. So this is the Shirk tank swap example. It's a simple provoke plus Shirk in terms of execution. Always Shirk after you see the provoke and aggro bar go up. Failure to do so will waste the ability and put you in a situation where both tanks are equal aggro, which can cause enmity issues and force either one of you to use an aggro combo to take the lead. Again, this is all about damage optimization and uptime for the tanks. Next up is the off-tank Shirk. The off-tank Shirk is the one I rarely ever see done in pugs, which is a shame, mainly because the off-tank Shirk has a huge benefit for a main tank that is using their damage stance for most of the fight. This is the more complex of the two, as it requires you, the off-tank, to provoke and then Shirk, which means finding the right time in a boss fight to provoke without getting slapped by the boss. Let's look at a quick example of how the Emnity Transfer works with and without provoke. Let's say the main tank currently has 50,000 aggro points, and the off tank has 15,000 aggro points. If the off tank was to Shirk the main tank without using provoke, they would only transfer 3,750 points of aggro to their fellow tank. However, if the off tank first used provoke, and remember now, provoke puts you +1 point over the current aggro of the main tank, then use Shirk, the off tank would transfer a total of 12,500 points of aggro to the main tank. In this example, that's a big difference between the MT values, so you can imagine how much you're missing out on by not using provoke before the Shirk when you are the off tank. So to recap this episode, use Shirk after provoke for tank swaps, use provoke before Shirk when you're the off tank and want to give the main tank aggro, and you'll have higher damage and potency optimization by using Shirk in the correct way. If you have any questions or comments about this topic, then please leave them below the video. For now, I am out.